Welcome back to Brass Tacks, where we dive into strategy, tactics, and tough decision making in gaming. Today, we're continuing our journey in This the Police 2 with December 22. Let's go. Belmont didn't come into work. Muzika didn't come into work. John Mickey didn't come into work. Fletcher didn't come into work. Locheka didn't come into work. Valentine didn't come into work. Mulligan didn't come into work. Flower Pass is back. And Leva is asking for the funeral, so we'll accept that. Guildenstern is asking for the funeral, we'll accept. Plainview is asking for the funeral, we'll accept. We'll have a leave investigate the man with the rifle. We have a funeral for Climsey. Oh, blackout. The future of Sharpwood's power plant is a topic of frequent conversation. People say it's been in emergency condition for a long time and it will need to be shut down for an indefinite period until there's money for an overhaul. Small business owners, it seems, are ready to pay for what's needed, but they'll still haven't agreed on percentages. First blood from Natasha Climsey. I'll tell you what you are, Mr. Nash. You're a miserable, ugly toad. Climsey always talked about you, but now he's not going to say another word because you killed him. It was your idiotic orders that sent him to his grave. You're the one who turned our quiet police station into a stinking morgue, and never thought I'd become a widow so soon, or that our family would lose its breadwinner, and my son would be left without his father. Oh, I could just grab you by the throat and never let go, but I need to think about my son. And Art always wanted to give him a good education, so that he could escape this hole of a town one day. But my husband is gone, so now it's up to you to pay for my son's college dreams. Give me $2,000 right now, or I'll raise such a scandal you'll never recover. Okay, sure, I'll pay her $2,000. And then the funeral for Patrick Frazier. Mr. Nash, things are going great at the theater. Here's your share, $296. Alien lightning from Arno Tordeson. Nash, do you want some real alien weapons? I'm not talking about the lasers from the movies that go pew pew. I'm talking about the real thing. It's a space musket that the aliens left in my garden. At first they left weird round signs in my field, then they stole some of my cows. But now they've brought me a true gift. Lightning from the heavens. Frankly, I'm scared of keeping such a powerful weapon in my barn. I think the feds have already guessed there's something going on at my farm. For several days, I've been seeing suspicious dark sedans near my place, so I propose we make a trade. You can take the space gun for the police, and I just need some diesel for my tractor. Sure. You receive a taser, cartridge, another cartridge, another cartridge. Okay, that's the sixth cartridge. Breaking and entering at the dead house. The mortuary attendant discovered someone had broken the lock on the mortuary's front door and got inside. Hallis French, Percy, Loftus, Kurosawa, and Atkins go. Abductions at the kindergarten. An elderly woman is attempting to take someone else's child. Brady Goodwin, Goat Horn, Go. A man is standing over a fat, slashed-up female corpse which he's pulled from a freezer compartment. He's holding a bloody scalpel and a homemade bomb with a timer. Let us order him to surrender. French. The man obeyed the cop and surrendered. It turned out that he wanted to cut open the corpse of his hated boss, put a bomb inside, and sew it up. The bomb would explode at the funeral, which would finally make up for all the humiliations he suffered at work. Okay, let's work on your negotiation. Let's work on your speed. Let's finish up your speed. Mr. Nash, it went well. I'm glad my colleague had a decent funeral. Thanks for letting me go. Same thing, Guildenstern and Plainview. An old woman wearing a large hat with a brim and long evening dress is dragging a little girl by the hand. A teacher at the kindergarten tried to stop her, but the old woman gave her a face full of pepper spray. Grab the old lady, Brady. The cop grabbed and arrested the old woman. The girl is fine. The old woman gave the child her hat in memory of the occasion. We got some diapers and toilet paper. Assault at Hyde Run Liquor Store. A drunk elderly man attacked his friend for calling him a castrated dog of capitalism. Hallis French, Percy Guildenstern, McParrett, and Late Go. A drunk elderly man has his foot on his opponent's chest. He's already badly beaten the guy's face. He pauses and yells, I don't get it. Why is the world turned upside down? Did he forget who he was talking to? Nearby are a few other drunkards respectfully nodding. Hit the offender with the baton. French. The cop stunned the criminal with a baton. You got Armagnac. Let's work on your speed. Let's finish off your intelligence. Hostage situation at the water tower. At the top of the tower, a girl in torn clothing is leaning against the railing while a man runs around her, aiming something at her and shouting. eyewitnesses are afraid to approach. I think this is a false alarm, so I'm gonna go ahead and ignore it. The girl wasn't in any danger. She just dreams of becoming a model and arranged herself an amateur photo session at the top of the tower. Her boyfriend was helping her with his cheap camera. Abduction at the city center. Eyewitnesses report that a man in a mask grabbed a girl and tried to shove her into the trunk of his car. Hallis, French, Percy, Kimmel, Marshall, and Goodwin go. We have the Curse of the Family Portrait Investigation, and we got all of the frames available. So, let's see here. Lionel Kipps takes a long focus lens off his camera. He goes to the car with the lens in his hand. And it's time to get something from the back seat of his car. Takes out a white long focus lens. Man with a rifle aims at Lionel Kipps' face. Vic Duval, Sharpwood Sheriff's Department sniper and photographer. He killed Lionel Kipps for taking all of Vic's clients. Indict him. He could be at the Garmer Funeral Home. During work hours, Vic waits for assignments from the Sheriff's Department and usually spends time walking around the funeral home near the police station, taking photos for his personal collection. Vic often says that he adores the aesthetics of that or Gentle Oak Cemetery. Vic has recently been going out to the cemetery in the evenings. Apparently, he's working on a photo project entitled Cold Stones for Warm Souls. Nakip, Dose, Moradian, Wolbag, Springer, and Late go to the funeral home. And we'll also send a squad over to the Gentle Oak Cemetery. A man in a child's plastic mask slams the trunk of his black sedan. Sneak up on him. French. The cop creeps up behind the man in the mask and arrests him. The girl in the trunk got off with a fright. When they took off the mask of the man, the girl recognized him as her ex-boyfriend, who she dumped several months ago. Prostitution at St. Faustina's boarding school. An anonymous caller reported that a prostitute is doing business on the first floor of an abandoned girls' boarding house. Springer, Wolbag, Moradian, Dolce, Nakip, and Late go. The arrest of Vic Duval, offender caught. And let's give you speed. Let's work on your intelligence. Let's work on your stealth. Let's work on your strength. Let's work on your stealth. Let's work on your speed. Tomorrow, Judge Trent will consider the case of the cursed family photo in which Vic Duval will be charged as a defendant. Boarding house looks completely abandoned. There are no sounds or lights in the windows. Climb in through the window with Nakip. The cop climbed through the boarding house window and found a prostitute inside, sitting on her client riding like a cowgirl. Grab the cowgirl by the mane. Yeah, let's have you Moradian do that. The cop grabbed the cowgirl by the hair and arrested her. Now she'll be hoofing it around the prison. We got cigarettes. Let's finish up your speed. Let's finish off your negotiation. End of the day. 45 out of 57 cops. Let's go. End the day.
What? You think I'm driving around with a De Vroom painting in the back seat?
There's something you have to hear. Right now. But not here. No, even further. Even here, someone could hear us.
Are you kidding? We're in the middle of a snowy desert. There's no one here. Look around.
Okay. Here.
I just want him to disappear, and I don't care exactly how it happens. I'm not asking you about your methods.
You know our methods well, Sheriff Reed, and you also know that things like this aren't done for free.
How do you think a sheriff can repay you? I can forget that you exist. Forever.
That's a generous offer, Sheriff Reed. I can't deny it.
That's enough.
You really want to be rid of this person so much?
I said enough!
Yes, I do. I really do.
Colonel Henderson said that you wouldn't do anything. He has a plan, but he needs to work out all the details. Meanwhile, you act like nothing's happened, okay?
A brainless bitch. What a brainless bitch.
Hey, Mr. Boyd. Wait. No, wait, stop! What are you blaming me for? What did I do? I'm just a messenger. Wait. Hold on. Fuck!
Kurosawa didn't come into work. Dolce didn't come into work. Luna didn't come into work. McGuire didn't come into work. Pacheco did not come into work. Atkins did not come into work. Hodges didn't come into work. Shinny's back. Mr. Nash, things are going great at the theater. Here's your share. We have the bomb threat at the farm. Farmer Bill Buckler claims that his neighbors put landmines in his kitchen garden. Okay, Mulligan, Clayton, Williams, Aronovich, Woolbag, flower pots, go. Attempted murder at the kindergarten. A woman with a revolver and a wooden cross came to the playground to kill the son of the beast, the Antichrist. Valentin, Salenkov, Reddy, Percy, French, and Jacob, go. Fight at the Nastron Correctional Facility. Some prisoners were playing football. A prisoner nicknamed Cyclops made a rough play on another inmate named Boogeyman. A fight broke out and the prison guards didn't dare intervene. Sullivan, Randon, Guildenstern, Musica, Marshall, and Nakib, go. Snow tires. Mr. Nash, I own a large network of auto repair shops, but I like to stay incognito. I often work with police chiefs, bought fuel from Freeburg, bought some oil from Ripton, got a pallet of headlights from Garensburg PD. Now we got a client interested in snow tires, and I know you got a stock of them that Sharpwood uses on the patrol cars. I couldn't tell you what he wants them for, just that it has something to do with the revival of the local military bases. So, I want to exchange the tires in your squad cars for the other tires of similar quality. You wouldn't even notice the difference. Of course, I'll pay you well for this service. Do you have a deal? No. Hostage situation at Astrid E. Johnson's high school. The physical education teacher locked up a group of boys in the school shower and refuses to release them. I think that's a false alarm, so I'm just gonna go ahead and ignore it. Woman gathered the children into a group and is pointing at them with her revolver. Antichrist, I know that you're here. I smell your stench. Sneak up to the suspect. Valentine.
526.
The cop managed to sneak up behind and neutralize the woman. Children are fine, just very scared. And let us up your speed. Let's work on your intelligence. Let's finish off your intelligence. Prostitution at 2 seconds car wash. An elderly woman reports that a prostitute is working near the car wash. She's taking money from the drivers, then she climbs into the car and does her dirty business for about 20 minutes. I think that's fake, so I'm just gonna go ahead and ignore it. Attempted murder at the sawmill. The foreman announced to the workers that their paychecks were going to be delayed again. One of the workers got mad and started up a chainsaw. Goodwin, Late, Horseman, McFarrett, Brady, and Verodka, go. Attempted robbery at close encounter second-hand. A drunk barefooted man couldn't find shoes in his size and decided to steal the shoes of another shopper, a young guy who was trying on jackets. Birch, Goathorn, Bellman, Titus, and Fletcher, and Leva, go. Bill Buckler presents the note he found pinned to his door. It says that his garden is mine and it would be better for him to just go back where he came from. Nothing explosive can be seen in the garden at first glance. Throw a stun grenade into the garden. The cop throws a stun grenade into the garden. When it explodes, a man wearing camouflage jumps up from the ground and runs straight to the loosened bed. The criminal covers his ears with his hands and doesn't seem to understand what he's doing. Run at the suspect. Aronovich. Actually, hold on. Yeah, Aronovich.
557.
The cop managed to grab the offender before he reached the explosive. While engineers scoured the garden, the offender will be taken to jail. We found a portable generator, some fuel. Let's finish up your stealth. Let's work on your strength. Let's work on your negotiation. Judge Trent announced a verdict in the case of the curse of the family portrait. The defendant, Vic Duval, was found guilty. Good job. Let's work on your negotiation. Let's finish off your speed. Carjacking at Hyde Run Liquor Store. A garbage truck was stolen by a worker at the dump so he could go out for a drink. Spurlock, Cheney, Guzman, Plainview, Chelmiki, go. Drug sales at Astrid E. Johnson's High School. Some parents have complained about the young drawing teacher who offers to sell children magic salt, which will give them good grades and creative inspiration. Valentine, Chapman, Percy, French, Ferretti, and Jacob, go. The young woman mistakenly identified as a prostitute is a car wash employee who was cleaning vehicle interiors. Boogeyman has pinned Cyclops against the wall and is trying to squeeze out his eyes. The other prisoners have surrounded the fight in a tight ring and are taking bets on who will win. Separate the fighters with a baton. Let's have Guildenstern do that.
524.
The cop strikes the frightened fighters in the kidneys with a baton, and Boogeyman's battle against the Cyclops came to a swift end. The crowd of inmates is disappointed because all the bets were called off. Got some cigarettes. Let's give you some speed. Let's finish off your strength. Let's give you some speed. Let's finish off your strength. Let's give you some more negotiation. The offender is holding a running chainsaw over the foreman who has stumbled over a log and fallen to the ground. Sneak up on the man. Goodwin, yes. The cop managed to sneak up on the offender and neutralize him. The foreman got away with a fright. Let's finish off your speed. The physical education teacher didn't take the boys hostage. He only wanted them to clean up properly after class. The other teachers usually complain about the smell. The barefooted criminal has his victim on the floor and is trying to pull off his shoe. Come on, you taint. I'll take a size 11. Sneak up on the suspect. Birch. Yes. The cop managed to sneak up to the suspect and arrest him. Maybe prison has shoes in his size. We got some whiskey. Let's up your stealth. A man carrying a case of bottle exits the store and opens the door to the garbage truck parked outside. Order him to surrender. Shaney, go. The suspect obeyed the cop and surrendered. Got some beer. A young drawing teacher is sitting at his desk teaching a lesson. There are a lot of children in the class and they're all listening attentively. Interrogate the teacher. Valentine. Under the pressure from the cop, the teacher confessed to everything and surrendered to the police. In his desk drawer, there were a lot of bags filled with cocaine. Got cocaine. Let's up your speed. Let's finish up your speed. Theft at North Star grocery store. A cashier reports that an old woman in a fur hat gathered a package of food, pulled the fire alarm, and slipped out of the store amidst the general mayhem. Mulligan, Clayton, Williams, Woolbag, Aronovich, and Flower Pots, go. Theft at the trailer park. A man reports that neighbors stole an electric generator from him. I wake up, there's no light. I'm snowed in. The trailer door is blocked with snow and I can't see my generator from the window. I think that's a false alarm, so I'm gonna ignore it. Reckless endangerment at the bus stop. Passengers on the bus stop caught a pickpocket and are arranging a people's court for him. Sanlipkov, Borodka, Goodwin, Rosencrantz, and Age, go. Trespassing at the dead house. A naked man in a leather apron chased the pathologist into the street with a hammer, then locked himself inside the morgue. Goldthorn, Birch, Fletcher, Leva, and Belmont, go. Public indecency at Gentle Oak Cemetery. The watchman says that a strange couple is spinning and dancing beside a fresh grave. Valentine, Chapman, Freddy, Jacob, and Galilahi, go. The pickpocket was dragged from the bus and ordered to put their hands on the road. The people are demanding that the bus to drive over his hands and break his sticky fingers. The bus driver starts up the engine. Order him to shut off the engine. Salnikov. The bus driver obeys the cop, shuts off the engine, and surrenders to the police. We got some diesel fuel. Let's up your intelligence. Let us up your speed. A small crowd of people have exited the store and a fire truck is driving up. In the crowd there are two older women, one in a fur hat and the other with a package. A young guy is walking away. He's also carrying a package and periodically looking back at the crowd. Arrest the old woman with the package, or in the fur hat. Mulligan. The cop arrested the criminal. It turned out that she asked a young man to help her carry the stolen package. It was he who was walking away from the crowd and looking around. The old lady didn't have a receipt, so the police will help her with her package instead. Got some soup, some beans, some paprika. The door to the morgue is locked. Rhythmic ritual sounds can be heard from the inside. Pick the lock on the door. Birch. The cop broke down the door and went inside, lit candles arranged around the examination area. In the dim light, a disheveled naked man in a leather apron stands at the table. Slowly and deliberately, he's hammering a nail into the head of a corpse, mumbling something under his breath. Okay, let's go ahead and sneak up on him. Go on. The cop sneaks up behind the criminal. The man pauses and muttering each time the hammer swings down and splinters the skull. The cop gets a sticky piece of skull on his collar. Baton. Birch.
550.
The cop stuns the criminal with a well-aimed baton strike. Let's work on your speed. The neighbors had nothing to do with it. The generator just died and got covered with snow after the blizzard last night. With a little help, the man dug himself out of the snowdrift and even found some of his long-lost laundry. Drug sales at the Beaver Strip Club. A man complained that he ordered a private dance with a blue-haired beauty, but instead of dancing, she offered to sell him some cocaine. When the man refused, the girl called in the bouncer and said that the client was messing with her. The security guards threw the man out. Stanley Cup, Sullivan, Marshall, Musica, Randon, and Nakipko. Massacre at Nanastron Correctional Facility. A security guard lost his mind and started shooting at his co-workers. Guildenstern, Borodka, Goodwin, Shinny, Guzman, and Plainview go. An old bald man is twirling around a fresh grave, holding a young girl by her waist. As the couple makes another pirouette, it becomes clear that the girl's hands are tied and her mouth is gagged. Okay, let's sneak up on the old man with Valentine. The cop managed to sneak up to the old man and arrest him. The girl is very frightened but unharmed. She says the old man believes she's the reincarnation of his wife who died the other day. Now we get some music cassettes. There are several women dancing on the stage, but a blue-haired girl is not among them. Interview the strippers on the stage. Musica. While the cop is interviewing the strippers on the stage, a girl in a blue wig exits the dressing room. Run over to the girl. Salnikov.
563.
The cop quickly runs over to the girl and cuffs her. Got cocaine. An armed guard in helmet and riot shield is slowly advancing towards his co-workers who are hiding behind an overturned table. Order the suspect to surrender. Borodka.
528.
The criminal obeyed the cop and laid down his arms. It turned out that the guard had just started working at the prison and his co-workers often made cruel jokes at his expense. Let's up your stealth. Let's up your intelligence. And it's the end of the day. 41 out of 57 cops. Let's go. And with that, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you like it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more strategy and tactical gameplay. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Stay sharp.
Come on, Fran. Come on. I know you're awake. You never sleep.
Hello, you've called Fran Potts. It seems I'm not home right now, but if you just leave a message...
Bitch!
Who were you calling?
None of your business.
None of my business. Whose business is it then? This whole situation is pretty fucked up, but it definitely affects both of us. So if you think you're gonna keep freezing me out...
Shut up! Do you seriously think that you have the right to open your mouth? You think you're in a position to bitch? Remember when I said that the situation was too complicated to describe it in one word? Forget that shit. In reality, it's very simple. You're my prisoner. You got me? I'm making myself clear? You're a prisoner and you will behave like a prisoner, and you will obediently remain silent until I decide what I'm going to do with you. Is that clear?
Prisoner? Look at me, Lana. Do I look like a prisoner? Somehow I don't see the chains on my hands and feet. I could just break your neck right now and run. Does it look like I'm captive?
Break my neck. If you were the least bit honest with yourself, I would have been dead a long time ago. Lots of people have died and will continue to die because of you, but you still refuse to consider yourself a murderer. Why, Jack? Just because you never strangled anyone personally? Just like you don't consider yourself a thief because you decided to limit yourself to an idiotic 500,000. I've always been surrounded by people who know how to brainwash everybody around them, but I've never met another man who has so completely brainwashed himself. Those are your chains, Jack. It's your endless self-deception.
Camilla, what the fuck? My penis turned into an icicle 20 minutes ago.
It's not Camilla.
Ethan? What's the matter? Who is it?
I'm sure it must be Jeff. He might have some new information on the case I told you about, remember? He warned me that he might come at night if there was something urgent. So I told him that I would...
What the fuck are you talking about? What's the matter with him? He can't just call?
Marla, baby, I'll talk to him for 2 minutes and get back to bed, okay?
If you don't come to bed right now, I swear, Ethan, you'll be sleeping on the couch for the rest of your very short and very painful life.
2 minutes, baby. Just 2 minutes. What do you want, kid?
Sir, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, sir. I understand that this will sound weird, sir, but over there, some guy on the phone wants to talk to you. He says his name is Bobby Flash.
Hello?
Ethan? Ethan, is that you?
Yes, Jack, it's me.
Ethan, I need help, Ethan. Help me. I know that only you can help me.
Where are you, Jack?
What's the plan, Ethan? Tell me what we're gonna do. Tell me everything in detail.
Where are you, Jack? Where are you now?
Just tell me what to do, Ethan. We'll do whatever you say. Just tell me the first step, the second step. Explain everything to me in order. I need to explain everything to me, Ethan.
Just tell me where you are and I'll come. I'll come as soon as I can.
Let me come to you myself, okay? I'm here. It's not safe here. I can't stay here any longer. I'm leaving now. I'll try. If they grab us, Ethan, I'll tell them that you don't know anything. I'll tell them that.
Jack!
I won't tell them that you helped me. I won't tell them anything. We'll make sure of that.
Jack! Listen to me. Don't go anywhere. You need to turn yourself in, Jack. That's the only way I can help you, all right?
What?
You need to turn yourself in, Jack. But I give you my word that
No, Ethan, not you. Ethan, just not you. Why are you doing this, Ethan? You know me. You know me. You know who I am. They don't know, but you know. Have you forgotten me, Ethan? Remember who I am, Ethan. It's me. It's me.
Jack, I promise you as a friend that as soon as you...
In progress.
Crime at Jack Boyd's shed. Arrest public enemy number 1, Jack Boyd's shed. Jack Boyd, the most arrogant and ruthless criminal in the history of Freeburg, after an 8-month search, was found hiding in his own barn. It seems that he didn't even take care to hide himself properly. Soon he will be held to account for all the crimes committed in the city over the past 30 years. We will tie him up in the square and throw rotten cabbages at him. So that's SWAT in a paddy wagon, because we need to. Then Kendrick. Oh, these are characters in the previous games. So Kendrick was our original lieutenant. Then we have Chaffee, the guy that went against the mayor. Then Varga was one of the mob people. Sand was the other mob person. Paulson was the guy trying to take our job. Rogers, to be honest, I don't remember who Rogers is. Stett became our new lieutenant after Kendrick disappeared. Starr was the mayor's lackey. Palmer is a friend, the friend we were talking to in the cutscene in the FBI, and then Lana Berman. So obviously these aren't cops, who must be some kind of I don't know, like something in their mind. Oh, I remember who Rogers is now. Isn't that Lana's boss?
Excuse me, can I help you?
What do you want?
I asked, are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are you sure you don't need any help?
I said I'm fine. I don't need anybody. Get out of here already.
Save Jack's soul. Alright. They'll try.
Damn, he's awake.